Okay, this is Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown, and the itinerary for this episode is in the dojo, command training, and it's this man, Kujo, the Frenchman who does karate and is also very tall. I forget what his secondary costume is. Wait a second, I have a... Oh, right, I'm using my glam punk costume. Alright. So, now let's just go. Oh. You can push select to reset the positions of everybody. Just gonna batter people. I did 2 in a row. Then K while charging. I see. So you feint a punch, basically. I guess. Well, or something. Ah! All these dink dink sounds. That's cool. That's cool. I like that sound too. It's like a rocket. Rocket punch. Of course, who's it? Kage has a punch where he actually flies like a rocket. Whatever. Up. Oh, I accidentally hit kick, I think. Oh yeah, I did. No! Okay, so you can get out of it. Charging the wrong move. Nope. Dang it. I don't know. This stuff is not exactly intuitive to me. Are there people who find this intuitive? So you just be like charging stuff on the fly? I mean, I guess. Can. I don't know. Cool. Cool. Oh. Man, he can charge his regular kick. That is kind of nuts. Oh. I'm charging the punch. Okay. So you can shortcut and you can kind of fake them. That's cool, I guess, if I'm not that sophisticated. Yeah, you can punch the normal kick. That's awesome. That's awesome. I keep saying that like once every episode at least. Look at Dural slightly rotating to follow my little shuffle. That's weird. Alright. Okay, from the charge. Oh. Jeez. Yep. Take him out. Yep. Whoa. That's a good one. Forward kick. Up. Of course. Oh, can't charge that one. That'll save us some time. That one you can charge though, I guess. Yep. Uh-oh. That's pretty cool. I did the down back. I don't like charging that kind of charge anyway. That's it. So he doesn't really have a... Well, wait. Oh, we'll get to that. So he doesn't have a sweep. Never mind. That's a dainty little toe. Whoops. Sorry. Oishi sak. Anyway, don't say that one wrong. Dang. Jeez. Oh. Nuke it to Sashi. Nuke it. Oh man. Is that a double-fisted punch? Almost. I don't know, it looks like his palm with his hand on his left hand is open. I don't know, kind of hard to tell maybe. Oh, I guess I deflected accidentally. Cool. Oh, I like it. Gee, does Akira have a move like that? I used to think Akira was a karate user, but I guess it's actually Chinese martial art that Akira practices. Whoop, that's not. Huh. Funky inputs. Oh yeah, that was it. Whoa. Don't see this very often. Oh, it's a cancel. Wow. You have to go really fast. So cancel and then our kick. No. That's tricky, all right. Tricky to do. That's cool. Oh wow. Yeah. See now, Who was it? Oh, Jackie has a jump kick like that, a running jump kick, but you have to do like 2-button input. Anyway, I like how Jean has it simple. Because it was just kick, right? Yeah. What am I doing here? Oh, punch kick. I knew that. What? Oh, I'm doing kick punch, not punch kick. Wait, I'm supposed to do kick punch. Dang it. Wow, the timing of this. Not easy. Am I going too fast? Yeah, I was going too fast. Oh, come on! Kick, punch, punch, kick. Kick, punch, kick. I can't even look at this. I just have to try to do it. I'm never going to do this during a match. This is ridiculous. So I'm looking at my buttons. Kick, punch, punch, kick. Oh, I had it. Wait, it's mainly the timing of the first kick that I gotta figure out. Okay. Oh, please. You know what? I call BS on this. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. We're done with that. Thank you. Don't like directional inputs like this. This is not fun to do. Okay. No. Get real. Alright, we're not doing that either. This is just, that's the last move. Sweet, we're done with that. Let's move on to jump kicks. Okay, now this is interesting because I can do the rising, but I can't do the descending, and in fact, I meant to look this up in the other tutorial. I looked up yesterday when I was trying to do Jackie's, which is the same exact thing. I went and I found I couldn't find anybody who had a problem doing it, because I can do it in Virtua Fighter 4. I can do these descending punch moves in VF4 and in VF3, or VF5, using the same joystick, and for VF5 the same PS3. But I can't delay the hit in Final Showdown, because you're supposed to basically hold it until right before you land. But I can't. In Final Showdown, it does not delay, and I don't know why. So I was thinking maybe so let's see. What was I gonna do? Exit this. Go to this. And see if they explain it in here. That's what I've been doing. Select button in Dojo mode. Super useful. Oh, maybe that's what they're doing. That must be what they're doing. Oh, because I've been using up punch or up kick to jump. I didn't even realize you could do up guard to jump.
Ready, go!
Well, who's a noob? Me? Because you can also, here I'm going to jump with punch. Wait, let me turn on the... I guess you can't turn on the graphic that shows... Oh. That was a punch jump. Huh. Oh, it's not going to do it there.
Ready, go!
Do they have a jumping attack? Oh, it might be in one of those offensive move ones, I guess. Alright, well that probably answers my question. VF5FS. Alright, so, look at me learning basic stuff. You can jump with guard. Well, gosh almighty. Who knew? The things you learn. Okay, so we'll just start over here. Okay, so let me try my jumps with guard. Okay. So I could jump in with guard and then, no. It's actually harder to do, well, maybe not. You can do it super late. It basically wants you to do it like as you land. See, it's hard to do the while rising ones if you jump with guard. In fact, yeah, you can, but it takes, whereas if you just jump with kick, it's easy. But now I can't jump with kick because, oh, okay, I jumped with kick and it worked, I think. Hold on. Let's just, let's try these again. So wait, try all of them again. So I'm going to try a while rising one with guard. Oh, that's kick, never mind. Okay, you can do while rising with guard. Can you do while descending with punch? Maybe I do it. Maybe I didn't do the while descending one just with kick. It was too fast. I mean, that sure looks like it was while descending, right? I was coming down. I think their timing's a little off. It basically means while landing. So here I do it with guard. See, that was, I landed. It's really bad phrasing. So let me do a while rising with guard, with while rising kick with guard. Nope, too slow. Okay, you just gotta be real fast. And let me try a while descending with kick. What? What? Okay, now it just doesn't want to. Huh. I can't do up forward kick jump with Jean at all. No. That is not easy to tell which is supposed to be which. So, well, that's up forward kick, but he's not jumping. Wow. So usually to do an up forward kick move, you would do up, forward, and then kick. But if you did it at the exact same time, you would jump, but he's not jumping. That's really weird. Wow. Huh. Furry Mookie Shetu. Wow, he doesn't have... Is that all the behind attacks he has? Get out of here. Most... Well, maybe I've just been spoiled, but like... The last couple characters I've done had a bunch of back attacks. I guess I would go in 5 and Jackie in Final Showdown. Huh. Oh, you can charge that? Wait a second. Come on, get me back. Wow. It's so crazy you would charge that. Ooh, look at my nipples. Showing off the nipples. Everybody did my nipples. Alright. Or the usual... Wow, that is some animation. What? Jeez. Oh, that looks so painful. Jeez. All the impacts. Oh, wall behind opponent. I knew that. Jeez, Sean. Take it easy. You're gonna strain something. Oh, liver punches. Oh. Jeez. God. Sean's kind of a jerk. Uh-oh. Does everybody have to have a deflection? Oh, man. Oh, so he has to do a different movement for a high attack or a low attack. Get out of here. Oh boy, the combos. Do I want to bother? I guess I'll give it a shot. Forward kick, back kick, kick, punch. That shouldn't be too hard. I think I got an extra kick in there. Nope. I hate combos. They're so arbitrary. At least that felt arbitrary. Forward kick guard, up kick guard. At least these are kind of like trying to show you something. Show you possibilities, I guess. Why can't I do the up kick guard? That was it? Oh, that was it. Down punch kick, up kick guard. Well, there we go. That was Sean's commands. Okay, so what were the ones that I liked? There were just a couple I liked. Let's see. Forward punch kick is alright. Forward punch kick is alright. But that's just forward kick. That's really good. That's a just perfect float for a juggle. Holy cow. So forward kick. Forward kick, everybody. Down forward punch kick is a float as well, but it's the kind of one that's super fast, so that's hard to juggle from. Down punch kick is a good chop. Down back punch kick is a good knockdown. So all the punch kick moves. Oh, up punch kick. Yeah, that was the one I was looking for, I think. Just his punch kicks are just these, most of them are just these huge knockdowns. That's not a knockdown, but still, I think forward kick is by far the best. Look at this, that's just insane. And the fact that he can charge his kick move. What else? Then on, I think there was one on. Well, he's got a good sweep on down. Did you even have me do that one? I don't know. All his down kick guard moves are good. Ah, up forward kick guard, that was it. I do like jump kicks. And it shows off the weird little emo belt between my knees. I don't know what those are supposed to be. I guess it's just like a, what do you call it, bondage style thing. Just to look like a kinky dude. It's obviously the studded collar and no shirt isn't enough. Interesting. That's up. Up kick guard. So all the kick guard moves are pretty fun. That's up back. Same thing. That's back. Oh, you can loop it. Oh, maybe not. Down ones are good. Up forward's good. So up forward kick guard, forward kick, which is a ridiculously good juggle. I mean, that's up forward kick guard. It's not a juggle even. And then like forward punch, kick, forward punch kick. I mean, up punch kick is the fun one. Yeah, down forward punch kick is potentially a juggle, but a tricky one. Down punch kick is a good chop. Down back punch kick is a longer range overhead chop. So that should, yeah, it's a mid hit, so that would get crouching characters. They wouldn't be able to block that. So is that down punch kick. So if you have somebody crouching in front of you, bam! They're toast. They can't block that. Oh, that's a mid hit. All of these would hit them. That's down forward. Forward is a mid hit. So if somebody's crouching, punch kick will fix their wagon. This is a high, so that up would not fix their wagon. Down forward kick grab or kick guard would hit them as well. Back kick guard, but that's a slow attack. The CPU would definitely hit you before that landed. Bam! Oh, back kick is a mid hit. Forward kick is a mid hit. Sean is just brutal with mid hits. You do not want to crouch much against Sean. I think that's why I've had trouble with him. Trouble fighting against him, I mean. Do other characters have this many mid hits? I haven't really paid that much attention to mid, like which. But I was definitely having trouble with a lion yesterday as Jackie, and this lion, of course, was crouching all the time. Down forward kick is a mid hit. Well, Sean just has mid hits. Down forward punch is a mid hit. Sean just has mid hits everywhere, so yeah, don't crouch against Sean. That knee though, forward kick So, okay, so forward kick, no, forward kick. Forward kick and forward punch is a fun sound effect. Oh, down back punch. That's a nice sweep in that range. Down kick punch. All his kick punch moves. Down forward kick punch, but up kick punch is fun. Down back kick punch is that. And then kick guard has these down kick guard, down and down back kick guard are nice low hits. The other ones are high. Oh, those are mid. Anyway. Oh, so up forward kick guard was the one I liked. Jump kick. I think you can get 2 hits out of it. Yeah, 2 mid hits. Well, cool. Alright, so let's go do some special sparring. I've been trying special sparring on very hard, which is, in fact, pretty darn hard. It's a lot harder than hard is. A lot harder than hard. How about that? There's a menu thing I want to look at, which a viewer tipped me off to. SKYLAR. First I thought it said SKYLAR. I was like, whoa. I have to ditch that dog tag necklace. It kind of hangs funny. I realized that when I made this nice hair, SKYLAR. Jeez, you look like a rutabaga. So I was told that under help and options, how to play. I see. So the first screen shows you the. Oh, that's shortcuts if you're using a pad. Well, why would you use a pad? This is Virtua Fighter. Come on. Anyway, it's just me. I gotta use an arcade stick. It's just way more fun. I don't know. I can't do it on a pad, but I'm old. Yeah. Punch, kick, it's all in the mind. Yeah. I like how the opponent is green. Okay. This is a good little tutorial. This was Cedric Flowers on YouTube who told me about this little tutorial thing. Which is not the official tutorial, but it's just this nice compact how to play quick tutorial basically. Oh, and it says try the real tutorial to learn more. But I mean, if you just did that stuff, and that one's nice because it avoids the hard stuff and really is mostly all you need to know to play at a normal level. The tutorial is actually not very good because it just immediately, without warning, goes into super high level stuff that gets not fun very fast. And just when you get to the super difficult stuff, it also, like if you want to proceed to the next little lesson, you have to do the input 5 times in a row correctly. So you're having to do like these super hard deflections and evade plus deflect or something 5 times in a row perfectly, and if you miss one, it resets the count. And it's just like, this is not fun. Are we just teaching people that Virtua Fighter is pain? Is just a horrible chore? And so I kind of wondered how other people who like play Street Fighter and stuff overall seem to have this impression that Virtua Fighter is this painfully difficult game, and it really isn't. In fact, a lot of it is intuitive, but some of it is tricky. It's not really stuff you have to do, though. But I think like that tutorial would certainly give the impression that no, this is something you need to be able to do all the time. So I don't know. I don't think that's presented quite right. But whatever. Okay, oh, I was fighting SKYLAR, that's right. This is special sparring, very hard, so it's probably going to take me a little while to beat SKYLAR here, but let's see how we do. Ah! Ow. There's forward kick me. Oh, I'm not juggling correctly. Oh, there's his knee. Alright, SKYLAR, I see you. What else can we do? What was the... SKYLAR, you're too fast. You're not letting me do stuff. Oh, that wasn't it. Is it back? Uh-oh. Oh, that was a good pose. Just struck by lightning. Very muscly back. Dude. I just wanted to skip the animation. I'm getting impatient. It's all that tutorial mode. I was used to being able to skip things. Oh, we're just doing low hits on each other. You want fast punches? I got those, Brad. You think you got fast punches? Oh, I should have done a mid-hit attack. No. That's it. Down, back, punch, kick. I got nervous. I didn't know when I could break that. Probably, if you were smart, you could do a deflection or an evade. That's where you want to do advanced stuff, I guess. But I'm not that advanced. I can't even evade properly. Watch, I'll try to evade. The beginning of the match is basically, or the round is basically the only time I can evade. Man, so Brad, see, I like playing Brad because I like doing that to the CPU. Brad is doing it to me, and it's not as fun. Ow, SKYLAR, I should say. SKYLAR is not letting me sort out these moves in my head that I just learned. Also not crouching much, so that's not really... It's not really falling into the mid-hit thing that I was so excited about. Alright, so I should probably try to fight SKYLAR as SKYLAR, and not just as a practice dummy. Oh, okay, check my stuff. Jeez. Oh, I'm going out. I like how I went out clean. I didn't hit the lip or anything. Just straight out. Nice shot. I'm trying to figure out how can I beat his annoying speed. Well, up, back, punch, kick seems to get him pretty regularly, but... Forward kick. That has range. Okay. Whoa, I forgot about that. What is it? Oh, that's just running kick. Oh, nice duck, just when I tried to throw. SKYLAR is kind of a jerk. evades my knee. Oh, he's running it on me. Ugh! Alright. This makes me want to play Brad. It's kind of what happened when I was trying to play Jackie on very hard yesterday. It just made me want to play Brad. I think I'd be doing better if I was not facing Brad because he's just so darn fast. There are other fast characters. I mean, Chun. Pi is fast. Oh boy. Lion is fast. I had a super hard time against Lion. But Lion was crouching. That was the main thing. With Jackie, I didn't know moves that did mid-hits with Jackie. I mean, he doesn't have nearly as many obvious ones as Sean does. So I was having a real hard time stopping this crouching Lion. Oh, he faked me out! He suckered me into... Okay, that was back attacks, holding back on the stick and doing various attacks, which tend to keep you farther away from the opponent rather than going in. Well, of course I can't throw him. Why would I be able to throw him? I got scared again. Couldn't just defend. I'll figure out a way. Oh, I just broke it with punches. Jeez, that's a mid-hit. Back plus kick is a mid-hit. Sorry. Uh-oh. Man, he's not handling back punch, punch, punch. That was interesting. Ah, the flash bulbs. Not my favorite effect. Okay, now this should be completely different. Although, you can't go around thinking, as I've learned to my cost, you can't go around thinking that Jeffry is slow, because you can reach across the screen in a blink of an eye. Oh man. Clockwork armor. See? Like that. Oh! And then you can melt your health bar faster than anybody. Any of those moves I learned, oh, too slow. Yeah, the forward kick knee thing is nice, but it's slow, and when somebody's right in your face... Ow. Oh, nice headbutt. The clown nose and Centurion helmet. that was an amazing headbutt. You can't throw anybody very hard. It's depressing. Actually, oh yeah. Maybe when so what's going to happen when I try to play, wait, are there any grapple characters I'm trying to play in Final Showdown? There's Taka, I guess. And now it's just, let's see, it's Sean, Sarah, Taka, Brad, and, well, it was Jackie, but after flailing around with Jackie last night and not having fun, I decided I'm probably not going to be playing Jackie. I just was not getting it. Like, Jackie, he's got so many different sort of directions to go to attack an opponent, but the way you launch those seems really arbitrary control-wise to me. and it just doesn't click with me. And then the other thing is that once you do pick a direction for attacking, you're kind of stuck in it. That was not a good idea. And you can't really just flow from one to the other like you can with Brad. Basically, I just like Brad more than Jackie, and when I'm playing Jackie, I was just thinking, well, this would be more fun as Brad. Brad is my new boyfriend. Will Sean be my new boyfriend? I don't know, he's definitely not. I think I can do better with him than I was doing with Jackie. Like, the other thing with Jackie is, like, you run into real trouble with Jackie just going forward with punches. You like, get in 3 hits, or at least I get in, like, 3 hits, and then you're just at a dead end. I think you can probably extend it with, like, a kick thing at a certain point, but it's really easy to get yourself into trouble just going in with punches, and that was depressing. And I'm just getting cooked. Oh, that was not what I thought it would be. Down forward punch kick? Not sure what that was. Let me try that again. Oh. Okay, right. Not sure how to combo that. That's dumb. That was real dumb. I meant to roll back. Oh no! I keep wanting to do the overhead elbow and instead doing back with punch kick, and that does that big step up thunder punch thing. But if you miss that, which the AI seems to be very good at evading it, that's down back punch kick. It's got good range and it hits mid. That wasn't it, I don't think. See Jeffry trying to get in my face. That's the thing the Final Showdown AI specifically does. They just get right in your face. Like if you play Virtua Fighter 5, which looks in a lot of respects very much like Final Showdown, the AI will hang back more and kind of give you more time to think. And in Final Showdown, they are right in your face almost all the time. That left down. Oh, okay, don't do anything fancy, just hit him. Oh, I got lucky. I was trying to jab my way out of it, but no. Jeffry is not slow. Jeez. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Just the input reading and immediate perfect reaction of the AI is sometimes a little frustrating. Oh, that was nice though. Okay, I took it. I meant to roll back. That was not, I didn't want to be that close to him. Ow. I was trying back punch to get away, but he did not let me do that. So back punch worked on Brad, a little bit on Jeffry, but not much. Oh, should have done kick. Oh, the slap. Jeez, why do you have to spoil my fun? Not me, though. Oh, the jump kick! I finally remembered, and he blocked it, of course.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Oh. Oh man. I didn't know what that was. That was a throw, I guess? Bad time to get fancy and try doing experimental stuff. And yet I did. Well, I had something going there in round 2, and now I kind of forget what I was doing. So that was not smart.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Whoop. I hate that little swipe he does. It's so ridiculous. Jeez. Oh, come on. Just perfect. Just enough to kill me. How did he know to dodge back? Range. Oh man, this is getting ridiculous. Well, the way the AI operates, you really have to vary things up, and I'm not really doing that. Because if you don't vary things up, the AI will just stop letting you hit it with the same attack. Which makes sense, but it does do it a little robotically. Ow. Oh, the swipe, I can never remember. Oh gosh. It's just back punches. Some kind of back. Maybe down back, I don't know. Things a little simpler. Well, that was a mistake. Just punch kick combos, how about that? Throw. Whoa! That came from downtown. I forgot what I was doing. That was the wrong button combination. I hate that move. He's just running the table on me. That's a silly looking move. That headbutt with it just pulls him back like with an elastic cable. Oh, I was doing so well. Oh. So basically what I've learned from these last two fights is just back punch punch. 'Cause these guys are so fast, they just aren't letting me do other things. They're so fast and in my face, there's just... I just gotta go with the quickest, most defensive move I can do. Now Vanessa... Not really renowned for her speed, but in the AI's, very hard AI's hands, she'll probably be plenty fast. Jeez. That's what I keep trying to do. Whoops. That's it. It's really hard to hit people with this forward kick knee. It just doesn't have a lot of range, so you have to be right up in their face, and it's kind of slow. Oh, I hate that move. Oh, that is not fair. Oh, don't. Charge kick is just ridiculous. So yeah, she cannot have the speed or the range that the previous two guys who caused me so much trouble did. And who was the other person I beat without too much trouble? Now I can't remember. So Vanessa Lewis, at this point I'll take it. Like, usually I don't want to face Vanessa's, but
I'll show you what combat's all about.
oh, then again, this one is usually a lot harder than the previous one. So the previous one is like a setup. Now she switched to offensive mode. You see with her crouch like that. So she is probably going to be harder for me to beat. She's going to be moving faster. Oh! It's a good little combo. That was, I did up forward punch kick instead of up forward guard kick. That's what I wanted. Still not. Still don't have all the commands I want at my immediate fingertips. I have to think about them for a second. Man, she was just defending gamely. Wow, that was a pretty good comeback by my standards. Let's see if I can finish it out. Oh. Ah, shoot. If she starts doing that kind of stuff, I'm in trouble. Whew. So far, Jean, definitely more intuitive than Jackie was.
You'll enjoy this, trust me.
He's kind of more just a straight forward and back feeling to him. Oh boy, this is fighting Sarah though. This is going to be a different... She is fast. And she's got range. I'm going to be curious to see how well I do with Sarah. Is she going to be like Jackie, where... I mean, I think part of the thing with Jackie is, at this point, he's a legacy character, and so, you know, they're wanting to keep... They're wanting to keep a lot of the feeling he had in the initial Virtua Fighter games, where moves were kind of a lot weirder. It's kind of like the early, like the Street Fighter 2 characters in Street Fighter just have all these crazy physics-defying moves that don't really make sense. And I find them super frustrating to fight against in later Street Fighter games, just because those games preserved just the wackiness of the early games that gave them those moves. I think that's a bit of what's going on with Jackie, and probably with Sarah as well. They did revamp both of them a lot in Final Showdown. I found them really clunky to play in 4 and 5, but that was pretty cool. Oh, that was a custom win pose.
I assume you're ready.
I think. I'll have to look that up, but I think it was. Probably if you have that... Shit. Oh no, if you have that blaster on your hip, that's what it is. That's right. Well, yeah, because she shoots the blaster, so that's definitely a custom win pose. Okay, I should probably start thinking about what I can do against Sarah instead of just blathering about her. Jeez. Well, down forward kicks and punches, and then back punches are doing alright. The down forward kicks and punches are mid hits. Those are really poor juggles, but whatever. Oh man, come on. Flamingo. I almost called it ostrich when she's up on one leg. It's flamingo, but I should call it ostrich. Ostriches are known for standing on one leg like flamingos are, but whatever. Wow. Alright, I guess Sarah won't be that big a problem. I did get to see her blaster custom win pose though, so that was cool. I think I'm actually doing better sort of win rate here with Jean than I was with Brad, and certainly with Jackie. It does depend, of course, on which NPCs I have to fight. I haven't had to fight a Lao. Who else was giving me trouble? I haven't had to fight a lion. Oh boy, but Samba de Amigo. Maybe a different story. Oh. I should have tried to tech that or something. I don't know how Virtua Fighter works. You know you could jump with guard. Why did I try to throw him? Why did he roll at me like a moron? just gifted me that round. He had that round. I was scared. I was completely out of ideas. Now I'm back in the fight, Samba. I don't know why he's called Air Brace. What does that have to do with Sammo's amigo? Chop. Oh, there's a good flow. I think it's pretty good. It wasn't. Could have been better. Yeah. Uh-oh. He's trying to throw me. What? That was cool. Oh boy, I think he got me. Wow. That was, I gotta give it up to... Ow. That was cool. Oh, I hate that though. I wonder if they added that. Actually, I don't think that... Is that Flip in 5? I've been playing him in 5. I mean, I did his command training in a little quest mode. I like him about kind of the same in 5 and Final Showdown. I'm talking about El Blaze. Yeah, my buddy. There were just a couple animations I like, because of course they changed a lot of animations between 5 and Final Showdown, and especially throw animations, and so for a grappler, a lot of their animations changed, and a lot of El Blaze's animations changed. And there were a few that I just liked a little better in 5. Some are better in Final Showdown though, so you know, I don't know. But also 5 had quest mode, which is cool. But John is only in Final Showdown, so he does not get to play quest mode ever. No quest mode for John. I just beat a WoW, not even paying attention. That is nuts. Okay, now I'm not. Because I'm thinking about it, probably. Yeah, when I don't think about it, I do way better. And that's a good sign for me with a character. Because you need to be able to play just by instinct, of course. Of course, it'd be nice if I knew more moves by instinct, but whatever. So yeah, if I can play a character just... Oh man, he was... See what I mean about the AI being up in your face in Final Showdown? It's ridiculous. And that was an extreme example. Nice throw. Broke my pattern. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for the throw. Oh no, he beat my gambit. I was trying to chop and he just, yeah, right there. He just swept me out of it or low kicked me. Nice. That's not what I wanted. Trying to do my jump kick. He's not giving me space. Back throw, kidney puncher. I guess that was a side throw, probably. It's too fast to... I can't do the jump kick. So I shouldn't have tried doing a jump kick. I should just stick with the intuitive stuff. Okay, now he's just beating me even on back punch. God, well... How? How can he beat me? How can he beat all my punches with that slow-looking kick? How? Oh, this is weird. Alright, he's obviously done something different that I have not. Man, what happened? I should have beat him the first time. Now he's more dangerous than ever. trying down attacks now to hit him more in the middle. That's going to be a problem in that first round. I was just doing neutral punches and kicks, and those were too high. He ducked a couple of them, even though it didn't quite look like a duck. Oh, another side throw. That was the other side. Awesome. See there, he crouched under that one. Too fast. Just kept me in a recovery rhythm. I was trying to do slow moves, trying to do a sweep, which just didn't give me time for. Alright, so mid hits, just down forward punch and kick mostly. Mid hits are nasty in Virtua Fighter, it seems like. I mean, I don't know, but because you can't block and crouching, and that is the key thing. The AI loves to get you with well-timed crouches because they know if you do a high attack or a throw attempt, a high throw, they'll just see. Ooh, some opportune guard kick moves, and I think maybe a couple punch kick moves. Ah, he was too close that time. I need to do a throw, now I'm in trouble. Mixed it up a little more. Maybe I just got mixed up, but oh, how did he block that? Ooh, switch to kick punch, or kick punch, guard kick, and there was a low and a high, and he was not ready to block at least the low for sure. I didn't really think I'd be going all the way through this team. I don't want to look what time it is, but it's been going pretty good. So I guess I like John. So a third Vanessa in this team.
I'll show you what combat's all about.
Jeez. Oh, that is a ridiculous outfit. You're just trying to troll me, Sammo. Especially with the laser thing. I was kind of promising myself that I wouldn't fight the bosses, which is, I think it was the bosses, these last characters in each team. Because they almost always have one of those laser effect items. I hate those glowing effects. In a stage this bright, though, it's not as bad. And it's really like, what was Sega AM2 thinking? You're basically giving players a laser pointer to use during a match to just shine in their opponent's face. Not cool. Oh, jump kick. Okay, jump kick did not work, but whatever. Don't try to throw her. Well, I'm dead. I probably could have tried to tech that instead of just saying I was dead. That sucks. Ah. Yeah, I don't know how to tech that. I don't know how to tech that. Oh, I hate that move! Yeah, you can just do that at will, because I don't know how it works. Yeah, see? She knows. Well, I guess I can do that move. I did it. Well, Jean, I guess you're alright. You can stay on the team. So that was cool. So, thanks for watching me go through Jean Kujo's command training, which was probably by far the easiest of any I've done in Final Showdown for sure. He doesn't really have like big long like 3-stage things. A couple things, but they weren't too bad. Oh well, I did skip some of those ridiculous like, okay, do this. What was the first input? Was a little fiddly. Do this kind of difficult input move, and then very quickly hit like one button. Then okay, now very quickly hit 2 buttons. Then it went up to like 4 or 5. I don't know. It's just pointless. I mean, I guess if you could just do the last one, then you'd know a kind of cool combo, but whatever. That still isn't stuff I can actually pull off in a match. Give me a break. I mean, you could really cut out 75% of a character's move list, and I wouldn't mind as long as it was the right moves. But that's me. I'm a simpleton. I mean, one thing that's a little bit of a worry, well, actually it's a bigger than a little bit, is that so I just played single player special sparring on the highest difficulty with Jean, and I got through it without a ton of trouble. There were in the first 2 of those first 3 matches, but I was still messing around and figuring things out, so I didn't know how stuff worked. But after that, I went through pretty handily, relatively speaking, and that's the hardest difficulty. So that it doesn't get harder than that. Probably in arcade mode. I mean, certainly fighting Dural would probably be harder, but I don't like fighting Dural. So really, I don't like the license challenge. So really, special sparring is what's here for me to play, and if I can already beat it on very hard with Jean without too much trouble, that's potentially a problem. Then again, though, I didn't face a lion. I didn't face a lot of characters there. I mean, it was 3 Vanessas who were really not a problem, which was interesting. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, difficulty, the upper bounds of difficulty in the Final Showdown against the AI is probably going to be a problem, because you compare that with, say, quest mode in 5, where the ranks it goes from, you start at 10th Q, and then it goes down 9, 8, 7, etc. down to first Q, and then it goes to first Dan, and then it goes up 1, 2, 3 to 10th Dan, and then there, I think if it's like 4, which I read a FAQ on, I think I looked up this up for 5 too, there's all these like named ranks after 10th Dan, there's named ranks like, I don't know, Destroyer or Genocider, or, whatever, some ridiculous sounding stuff. But I can barely even beat, like a 5th Dan or a 6th Dan. If I run into one of those characters, it's just like instant death, just wiped out. I mean, even with like my best character. So there's definitely a big mountain of difficulty to climb there, bigger, it seems, in a quest mode, and also in Kumite in 4, which is kind of their early version of quest mode, more streamlined. than there is in 5 Final Showdown, because all you've really got to dig into is special sparring and I suppose arcade, I don't know. Which doesn't seem to get nearly as hard. Of course there is online play, and that's what they wanted you to do obviously in Final Showdown. It really seemed like they were really trying to get people to play online. Their DLC practices and stuff didn't really encourage people, though, I think, and that's a little too bad. But people still play on PS3. They still play online. But I don't really like playing online, so I don't really want to do that. So realistically, I'll probably just not play Final Showdown as much eventually, because it won't be as challenging as going and playing 5 or 4 in their, Kumite/quest mode. But maybe by then that's when I'll just have to go learn how to actually play like Jackie or the other characters I struggle with, I suppose. I don't know. Probably not. I'll probably just stick to quest mode with the characters I like playing there. So it may be limited time with Jean Kujo here, who is only in Final Showdown. But let's make that time fulfilling and wonderful. And hopefully I did that a little bit tonight. After I shook off some of the silly stuff it was crowding my brain after command training, but I did learn some good moves, which I will have to write down for myself so I don't forget. I thought forward kick, his knee, was going to be good, but in practice it's very hard to land against an aggressive AI because it's kind of slow and it has short range. And they will just jab you out of it or do whatever they want to get you out of it before it can land. But his down back punch kick has good speed and range. That's this sort of overhead, big, just forearm dropping on their head. Up forward guard kick, which is his sort of 2-kick jump kick. That's good. What else did I learn today? He's got good sweeps on the down directions with guard kick. And really, you can't go too far wrong with his guard kick and his punch kick moves. Those are all pretty good and good for different situations. And then back, just in playing, back punch 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 is sometimes good if an opponent isn't crouching much. Back kick is good, and then down forward punch and down forward kick are good because those hit middle, so those will hit crouching characters. He's actually got a lot of mid hits, so if you can get in trouble, you can try doing those, and they can get you out of some jams. I'm of course basically talking to myself because I don't imagine too many people watching this are actually like worse than me. I'm a noob, kind of an eternal noob, but this is really the first time I've really been trying to get into learning Virtua Fighter. So it's definitely a long way to go. Jean definitely felt easier for me than a Jackie. So that was good. Maybe it'll end up being too easy though, and I'll run out of things to do against the AI with him, which would make me a little sad, but whatever. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Next, should I look up? I'll look up. Who's next? This is fun watching. I know next is, Jeffry in Virtua Fighter 5, so I'll be doing Jeffry's. Of course, it's alphabetical, so if I could think of names on the fly, I would have known that. Jeffry in command training in Virtua Fighter 5, and then some quest mode with Jeffry. Hopefully practicing new things I learned. So, yeah, that is next on the docket. So thanks for watching me learn one or two things, I hope, with Jean Kujo. And I waded through that team in special sparring very hard, way faster. I thought with Brad, you know, I gave up after about 4 matches or something just because it was taking too long and I had to go to bed, but I probably still stayed up too long. But it went way faster with Jean against that particular team. I was playing a different team with Brad, I don't remember which one it was. But anyway, Jean definitely was working pretty well for me, so that's nice. Will Jeffrey worked out well? I don't remember exactly what I was doing with him in 5, how I was playing him. I think I was just playing him as a big slugger, and that's kind of what I like. As you may have noticed with my Jean play. Jeffrey in Final Showdown, they made a much more balanced character. They gave him a ton of new moves in Final Showdown versus 5. Just a ton of things he can do offensively. It's pretty ridiculous. He's a much more technical character, Jeffrey is, in Final Showdown than he is in 5, and that's probably why I like him more in 5, because I can actually get away with playing him as a big slugger and just kind of rely on 1 or 2 main offensive weapons that were probably a little unbalanced. Whereas in Final Showdown, this went for basically almost all the cast. They really tried to balance the characters out and make it so you had to have a much more comprehensive handle on their moves. So yeah, that's kind of why I like 5 better in a lot of cases. Definitely with Jeffrey. Like, Jeffrey is, though, one of those characters, like, I didn't dislike him in Final Showdown. It's just he was much more technical. So, but possibly, like, if I did somehow just get to the point with him in 5 where I needed new challenges, I would come to Final Showdown and learn him here. But I think I will be a long ways off from beating quest mode with any character in 5, much less Jeffrey. So, but a little bit of Jeffrey in quest mode and his command training is next in 5. Thanks for watching this Jean Kujo, as I think I've said at least 3 times now, but I'm definitely closing it out now. Maybe I'll catch you next time, but anyway, drop me a comment if you like. I've been experimenting with volume levels, so if you're watching this anytime near the time I actually post it and want to let me know how the microphone volume was working for you, I would welcome that feedback. Because I have to sit back from the microphone because I have my arcade stick on my lap, so the mic has to sit beyond that on a table, and I don't have a headset, but that wouldn't work with a lot of the stuff I record from anyway. So I just have this table mic, and it's a good mic, but it means I have to project my voice, 2 or 3 feet, 2.5 to 3 feet, I guess, to the microphone. That makes it a little difficult for me to modulate my volume. Also, just the fact that I get excited and start shouting. So I have to be able to cover, like, when I get sad, I just kind of start talking in a low voice. So it has to be able to pick that up, but it also has to be able to not hit the upper volume limit and just sound flat and gross when I start talking too loud. So it's been a little tricky for me to find the right volume settings and filters for the microphone. I have the volume down fairly low now, so hopefully I won't max out the top end and have it sound grating. But then the question is, can you hear me when I'm just sort of talking in a lower tone? So that's been my struggle. If you want to let me know how the volume is working for you, you'll notice like this, I dropped the volume a lot since the previous video. So if you want to let me know how that's working for you, that would be great. And hopefully people can hear me and not have their ears blown out when I get too excited and all that kind of stuff. Probably need some more tweaking, who knows. I'm only on video, 100 and whatever it is, and I still am trying to figure out volume settings, so that's about as technically proficient as I am. So yeah, so I apologize for every technical fault in these videos. I'm not very good at anything, but I guess if you watched this far, you must have appreciated something. So thank you very much, and maybe I'll catch you next time.